would you mind like staying in Kenya long term? What you just said brought something in mind. Like, how would you compare Kenya to Lebanon right now? Before you made this trip to Kenya, what did you expect? If I may ask, like, have you faced any sort of inconvenience since your arrival? Hello and welcome to the Z Index. My name is John. Today we are at the Masai Market in Nairobi CBD, and the goal is to ask tourists about their experiences and if they've been affected by the ongoing floods in Kenya.
I'm from Lebanon.
How long have you been in Kenya so far?
I arrived 5 days ago.
Yes. How has your experience been?
The country is nice, but the government should work more for the safety in the country.
Yes, yes. Is it easy for you as a foreigner, like your experiences? Is it easy for you as a foreigner?
It's a little bit hard because of the safety, but in general the country is good. You have good nature. Yeah, it's nice.
Can you expand on that, like the safety part? Which part do you feel like it's lacking?
From the safety part.
Yes.
And you always have to take care for your luggage, for your phone, because yesterday I was in the taxi. Someone tried to steal my phone from the window of the taxi, so I directly took the phone from his hand. In the street you should have more police, more security in the streets.
So have you been affected by the floods currently at Masai Mara?
In Masai Mara?
Yes.
No, never. I stayed only in Nairobi.
Oh, okay. So if I may ask, how long do you plan on staying here?
I'm thinking to leave tomorrow. My flight is already tomorrow, but I am thinking to change my flight to go for like 2 days to Mombasa. Yes.
Like, would you consider staying in Kenya permanently in the future, or maybe?
To visit Kenya again?
Yeah, no, like visiting Kenya or staying permanently.
No, visiting Kenya.
Is there a reason you wouldn't want to stay in Kenya like permanently?
Yeah, because Kenya is nice. I like the popular street. I like, especially in my country, in Lebanon, we don't have like, for example, Masai Market, don't have like this street. So I like to discover this African life.
Yeah. What you just said brought something in mind. Like, how would you compare Kenya to Lebanon right now?
Lebanon is, we are matching between one thing. Lebanon is the only Arab country without desert. We have waterfall. Lebanon is green, so that's very similar to Kenya. But here the life are different. The people are different. There is a lot of difference between Lebanon and Kenya.
Have you faced any sort of discrimination since you came here?
No. No, it was. I can say it's good.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Where are you from?
I'm from Denmark.
Okay. How long have you been in Kenya so far?
This time around 2 days, but I've been coming back and forth for the past 10 years. So.
Okay. Can you tell me about your experience in Kenya so far?
Kenya is amazing. I'm in love with the country and the people. It's just nice here, and for sure. Nature, everything is beautiful here. Yeah.
Okay. How do you compare Kenya to your country?
Very different, very, very different. I'm from Scandinavia. The climate is different, the people is different, the social system is different. You definitely have issues that I will never get to experience in my country. But I don't really feel like it scares me away from here. So, yeah.
Okay. So you've been in Kenya in and out for like 10 years.
Yes.
So if I may ask, like the first time you came to Kenya, what were the culture shocks you experienced?
I guess, to be frank and honest, how much I stick out. I look different. And sometimes that can be a burden when you're walking around, especially if you just want your own space. But I know that nobody means anything bad by it, and usually you just block out the negativity and you take in all the positive expressions you get from people. So it's I would say, but that is probably the biggest culture shock.
Is there something you wish you knew before you came to Kenya for the first time?
I wish I knew more about what to experience in the country, because people have a tendency to just pick the things that tourists are supposed to pick. But the country has so much more to offer, and all the hidden spots and the hidden gems and like all the really, really nice local places, they're not visible enough when you prepare a trip to Kenya, and I think that's really sad. So I wish that there could be some people talking about like all the amazing local stuff you can experience as well.
Okay, I think that's why we're here. Yeah. We want to explore that area.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
So You've been here for 10 years that you mentioned. So you must have experience like with the budgets, like the amount of money you need to come back and forth. Like
Yeah.
if for somebody like planning to come to Kenya for the first time, how much would you tell them like to budget for in dollars?
Unfortunately, dollars is going to be hard because I don't use dollars. But I would say, maybe what I can say is just be prepared that the tourist things are the things that cost money. Safaris, climbing Mount Kenya, all of these different things. But you can actually live on a very reasonable budget if you just go local, like stay with locals, stay with friends, stay in Airbnbs. And there's many things you can do on a fairly small budget, but it's the tourist things that cost money.
Okay, in your currency, in your home currency, in your home currency.
In my own currency, I would probably spend about maybe 8,000 in 14 days. 8,000 Danish kroners, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So we've had like floods at Masai Mara.
Yes.
Like, have you been affected, or maybe any of your friends been affected by the floods?
For now, none of my friends, which I'm very grateful for. But of course, my heart goes out to the people who have lost their homes. It's horrible. It really is. I'm surprised that I don't feel it more in the city right now. But of course, it's really, really, really terrible. And I wish that there would be done more to protect these people who are losing their homes.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
If I may ask, do you speak Swahili?
Okitoko. But it's rusty. It's rusty. Yeah.
If just say something in Swahili.
No.
Just to greet people.
I always mispronounce things. No. No, I can't say that much. But yeah, I think I understand more than I can speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you mind like staying in Kenya long term?
I would definitely love to move here. If I could get a job, I would move here.
Is it easy for a foreigner to get a job in Kenya?
I think it depends on what sector you're in. I work for NGOs, so my sector is pretty open. So it would be possible for me to get a job here, but I think you would have to be in the right sector to do so. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome.
I'm wishing you the best in your travels in Kenya.
Asante.
Where are you from?
I'm from India.
Like, how long have you been in Kenya so far?
Now it's only 4 days.
Yes.
4 days I'm here. I came here last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
So, how has your experience been in Kenya so far?
No, this is very nice. Especially I have not been in Kenya around, but I have been in Nairobi. It is very fantastic city,
Yes.
really, and very welcoming, and so much green here. I really like it.
How would you compare Kenya to your country, India?
I think culturally we are a similar country, like we both are developing country and we are similar country. And I found a lot of culture are similar. And we have a lot of Kenyan people in the Delhi also. A lot of Kenyan students, they are studying in the India. And yeah, we have a lot of similarity, kind of respect, kind of regards, and these kind of things we have similarity.
Have you felt like there are some culture shocks that surprise you, something like that?
Culture shock, really not big one, not big one. But I was not expecting that the so well organized city. Nairobi is really well organized city. So and I like here that people are accepting and easily to all other countries people also. So this is really nice.
If I may ask, what did you expect when before you made this trip to Kenya? What did you expect?
No, I was thinking like as usual, all the big city has a lot of traffic, lot of rush, this kind of unorganized things. But here I'm quite impressed in Nairobi, really.
Like, is there something you wish you knew before coming to Kenya?
I wish I knew before to come here.
Yes.
I could bring my family here. If I could bring next time I will come with my family here.
So you wished you brought your family?
Yes. I went to the national park and then I saw it. Like I was missing my kids there.
Okay. If I may ask, like, how has your expenses been? Your expenses in Kenya, the trips and all that, the cost for transport, food, accommodation, and stuff.
I would say like of course it's not that cheap, but it's the average. If you compare a lot of international capital, cities, like I have been in many countries, and if you see like it's a far better. It's average. It's not that cheap, but it's average.
Can you give an amount in terms of dollars? An estimate of an amount you'd need like to have a comfortable time in Nairobi or somewhere else in Kenya?
I think you can stay here. I think if you live average, I think $40-50 if you want, still you can live here in this city per day.
40, 50.
$40 to $50 if you want to make everything average, you can survive easily here.
Have you been affected by the floods in Masai Mara?
No, I have not been there that time. Yeah, it is raining too much, but during National Park we got the flood, but no, till now I am not affected by the rain till now. So maybe I have not been in another side of city.
Okay. Do you plan on visiting any other part of Kenya?
Not, I have not planned now. So this is my first time. I want to know the Nairobi first, and then I will plan.
Okay. Can you speak Swahili? Can you speak Swahili?
No, I just learned Karibu and Asante.
I think that's good enough. Okay, thank you so much. Where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
Okay, how long have you been in Kenya so far?
We have been in Kenya for 3.5 months.
How has the experience been?
It has been very nice. We're medical students, so we have been at MTRH in Eldoret. It's been very nice.
So you've been in Eldoret all this time?
Yeah, we came to Nairobi just yesterday.
Okay. If I may ask, have you faced any sort of inconvenience since your arrival?
No inconvenience, I would say. It's been just nice, yeah.
I've talked to a couple of tourists and they said some of them got mugged or something like that. So I was curious if you experienced the same thing during your travels.
In places like these markets, it's sometimes that people can be very pushy and be very on you, and that can be a bit annoying, but you get used to it quite quickly. People are usually very excited because we're the only Wasungo in town, so it can definitely be like a swarm of people around you.
Okay. Is there something you wish you knew before you came to Kenya?
I was expecting it, so it wasn't too big of a surprise, but it was a bit worse than I would expect sometimes.
Can you elaborate on that, maybe expand on that?
Sometimes it could be a bit more and people are follow you for a bit longer and they can be very pushy sometimes, but I was expecting people to react that you look different and maybe they're not very used to it, especially in Eldoret where they don't have a lot of tourists. Yeah.
So if you were to recommend somebody coming to Kenya, is there something you'd like them maybe to prepare, maybe physically, mentally or something like that?
I would definitely say that they should be aware that people are going to be, they're going to react differently because you're Wasungo. I would definitely say that, but I wouldn't say that it's something that should make you reconsider your choice. You can still go to Kenya, but you should be aware that that's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay. For those people coming to Kenya, now they've made the decision coming Kenya. We have there's that critical part, the financial part. How much should they set apart, the amount of money they should set apart for them to have fun in Kenya?
Oh, that's very difficult to say. Do you mean except traveling or flights? Just how much?
An estimate, a general estimate, maybe per day, per month, depending on that.
They should at least have maybe some 1,000 shilling per day if they want to buy something. It is cheaper than what we're used to in, for example, Sweden or America. So you don't need as much money as you would if you go somewhere else. But it's hard to say a specific amount.
Okay, just if you can put it in dollars or your local currency from home.
But say that you're probably going to spend maybe $10 per day. On souvenirs and stuff like that, and then maybe a little bit more if you add food, but maybe $10 per day.
Okay. We recently had a flood in Masai Mara. Have you been affected or any of your friends been affected?
No. A few of my friends are going to Masai Mara tomorrow, so we're going to have to see if the flood affects them. But we went to Masai Mara a few weeks ago and that worked out fine.
Would you consider moving to Kenya permanently?
I'm not sure, maybe. It was very interesting being at the hospital now that we have been doing our rotations and practice at the hospital. But it's definitely very different and I would have to move away from my family and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm interested in moving there permanently, but I'm definitely willing to come back.
What was that thing pulling you back?
It's mostly pulling me back to Kenya.
Yes.
I think the people are very nice. They're very open, a lot more than what I'm used to in Sweden. So like the mentality, and people are sometimes, or usually a bit more calm, and you don't feel as stressed as you do at home. So just the whole, I don't know, vibe and mentality around everything can be very refreshing.
Oh, yes. So if you were to compare Kenya and Sweden, how would you compare the two?
Sweden is a lot more. People feel a lot more stressed in Sweden, even if we don't really have a good reason to. But the streets in Eldoret are more busy. So yeah, it is definitely different. It's mostly in the people, and of course the status and the like the economy and stuff like that is very different as well.
Can you speak Swahili? Just just curious if you can speak Swahili.
Kidogo, very little.
Can you say hi to Kenyans or anyone coming to Kenya?
Jambo, jina langu ni Hampus, mimi ni daktari wanafunzi. Yeah. So just a little bit, I can present myself.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Okay. I hope you had fun watching our video. We intend to do this a lot more in the future. In case you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do. Like, comment. If you have any opinion, any questions you'd like us to ask in the next video, please do. So thank you once again, and see you next time.